things like that. So anything on the tees?
One guy's telling the other groups, I can tell them take the front toe, line it up in the back of the plate. So when I go swing, if I leave the knob of the bat and I extend out front of the plate, I'm hit the ball if the ball's right down the middle of the plate, it's going to be hitting right out front of where the actual plate is going to be. So it's going to meet the ball, and it helps with a good swing. If I put the ball here and I'm trying to hit a line drive, that teaches the kids to cast their hands. That's why I don't like to do that. I like to have it. I'm going to hit the ball out front, off the front.
And then if you move it inside, then you're gonna.
Then we can move the tee around, simulate inside corner pitch. I can move it forward a little bit more, so work on getting my hips open so I can hit that ball, pull that ball. Move it to the outside corner, move it away from me a little bit. On the outside corner pitch, the ball is going to travel a little bit further, closer to the catcher. I'll make contact more in this position and be able to drive this outside pitch to right field.
Another drill, if you get a kid that's dropping his hands, or sometimes we'll use two tees, or they actually make some of them that has the two built-in one. I don't know if I can get this down, but we're going to, well, you can't get this high enough. You're going to have set two balls, and if you get them the right height and everything, you have a ball on each one, and they have to miss the back one and hit the front one, okay? So that will tell them automatically if they're dropping their hands and dipping, okay? And
right, if they're dipping their hands, they'll come like this.
So there's usually if you get a kid, like you said, we're not cloning him or anything, but he's constantly popping the ball up or something, then we'll assign maybe this drill for that specific person to try to eliminate that problem with that particular hitter. So usually there's different drills for different hitters. Usually one kid's good at one thing and maybe not good at another drill. I mean, some kids struggle with the small wolf balls and great on other things. So it's very seldom you get somebody that's perfect on all of them. So 3 plates, new one we picked up at Chicago. I just love the drill. If you guys throw live batting practice in the cage at the barn, Peru Little League, you got your L screen here, and the middle plate simulates your normal plate where you normally just throw to them all the time, okay? Once they get used to hitting the ball up the middle, what we're teaching, right up the middle, once they've had 5 or 10 swings, whatever it takes them to get used to that speed, driving the ball up the middle, move them forward, okay? And you're not moving, so you're throwing it the same way, but now they've just got 5 or 6 feet, whatever you set it for, 4 feet. They've got that much less time to react, so it's, and Peru is notorious for being great fastball hitters. So we do real well moving forward. And then once they're singing the ball back to you, at that point, move them all the way back to the back, and then that's when we struggle a little bit. Because that simulates a changeup or a curveball or something like that, off speed, change of pace or a slow pitcher, then that makes that come live to them, and they have less time to react. Just like the pitcher can throw a fastball, they can change up and go back to a fastball. You can simulate those things without you as a coach have to come up with those pitches, because we're usually not great pitchers by the time we're coaches now. So we're kind of throwers instead of pitchers. But that's a good drill. Once they get good in the back, you can move them all the way to the forward, and that's a huge stride difference. You can move in the middle. There's a lot of things you can do. They can physically feel it and see it, the difference, and it simulates it without having to change speeds and change the pitch machine. You can do it with the pitch machine too. I mean, it just, that automatically changes the speed for you. Okay. Some of the other. Okay. That's about right. Any other drills you want to go over?
He asked me to talk about QPA, which we talk about quality plate appearance. And basically what that means is, a lot of kids, I don't know, I played the league, I knew my batting average. You might disagree with the coach stuff, but I knew my batting average was. Kids keep track of that stuff in their head, it's hard to do. When we talk about something called QPA, quality plate appearance, You know, anything you do at the plate that helps the team out. Which, if I sacrifice bunt, that helps my quality plate appearance average. If I suicide squeeze him in, that helps. If I hit a sacrifice fly to right, the guy scores, that helps my QPA. If there's a runner at second with nobody out, and we've been working on this every day in practice, my job at the plate, runner at second, nobody out, is I have to hit a ground ball towards the right side of the field. If I do that, that goes towards the quality plate appearance. Things we don't want to see looking for strikes. We don't want to see strikeouts. We don't want to see just lazy fly balls to the outfield. Those are not quality plate appearances. Something that would qualify, if I hit a line drive, and I mean, the shortstop pretty much doesn't move, hits him right in the chest, that is still a quality plate appearance. You know, we talk about this. You know, our players are going to know about it, and the idea is to try to help build team morale. We have kids, hey, nice job at the plate, good job.
Another
Just
one's
little
going to
things
be
like
for quality plate appearances. Say if you get up there and you make the pitcher throw 10 balls to you, and you foul a bunch of them off, and then you have a good hard ground out or something. If we could get every one of our batters to make that pitcher throw 10 pitches to every one of them, we're going to get him out. More than likely, they're going to start somebody better than they're going to bring in, okay? So that is a quality play appearance. If you fouled a bunch of balls back and things like that, or taking a ball off the chest or the foot or something, a walk, those are all quality play appearances. I've even told my infielders, it's not with the plate, but it's part of how maybe we'll add some stuff to this, is if our infielders dive and knock the ball down and keep the ball in the infield instead of letting it in the outfield for an extra base hit. That's going to be a positive side for the fielding side, okay? Because we didn't get anybody out, but we kept them from going from first to second base or from second to home because we knocked the ball down and kept it on the infield, okay? So we're going to be adding and adjusting to that QPA. But this whole thing is to get away from individual play, batting average, to team play, or what we call here the program.
And then also with the QPA, we talk about cutting down on strikeouts. Peru's been notorious the last few years of striking out a lot at the varsity level. So what we're doing, we're going to take a two-strike approach this year, and we're going to have the kids move up a little bit on the plate, a little closer, widen their stance a little bit, and we've got to go top of the tape. It's not an option for us. If we choose not to do these things, the kids know that they're going to do something that they don't want to do, more likely. But anyway, I'm going to open my stance just a little bit. If you notice, when I first started, I talked about having the stance like this. I'm going to open my stance just a little bit. And the whole idea is no matter what he's bringing, I'm going to be able to shorten my swing, and I'm going to be able to put that ball in play with a nice, good little pop on the ball, no matter where it's pitched. I'm not going to worry about taking my big stride, my big load. I'm just going to nice little, put the ball in play, two-strike swings. Because you know at your level, I mean it's true at our level, at the varsity level, if we put the ball in play, half the time that we were struck out last year, we would have had, other teams make errors. That's just part of the game, and at every level they make errors. And if we put the ball in play, our chance of getting on base increased dramatically as opposed to just striking out.
And that's a quality play appearance.
Right. You guys have any questions that you want to ask? Everything. I know we've said a lot of things. You may not remember everything, so if you find us sometime on the street or after practice, just talk to us about some of the things. That's fine.